All right, so guys, welcome back to the channel. Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy. Happy Sunday, week 16 of the NFL. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. You've been here, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment on the video. It helps me and my channel a lot. And lastly, if you'd like to join my Discord, which is my sports betting community, it's one of the best sports betting communities there is. It'll be in the pinned comment and in the description of my video. You can join, try it for 24 hours for free. I do that every Sunday, so want to join, come check it out, come hang out. If you don't like it, cancel, but I think you'll find that it's worth every penny. Anyways, guys, let's just get right into it. I'm going to show you guys the props first, then we'll get into the straights. I'm going to go over each game, tell you guys my leans, what I'm thinking, what my thoughts are, show you my final plays. And again, football has been just beyond profitable, so hoping to keep that momentum going. Every Sunday we seem to just kill it, so let's try to continue that trend. Anyways, let's get right into it. Before I get straight into the props, though, sponsor of the video, besides Outlier, the #1 sports betting app, that's what I use for all my player prop research. This is Bet Sports, offshore sportsbook. If you need a way to bet player props and parlays, if you're in a state where sports betting's banned or you have to use a bookie, you don't have access to FanDuel, this is just like having FanDuel from your phone. You can do player props and parlays, okay? Anyways, first player prop I'm on, guys. Jahmyr Gibbs, over 90 rushing yards. So he is getting a full workload, which I'm actually really excited to see. David Montgomery went out with I believe, season-ending injury. I'm pretty sure. Regardless, he's not playing this week. So you got to understand that he's been almost getting 90 every game. While at the same time, David Montgomery has been getting like 60, 70 a game. So all those yards now become Jahmyr's. I wouldn't be surprised if he runs, especially, guys, this right here, the Bears are the worst in the league. They're 31st in the league in rushing yards allowed, so they can never stop the run. I wouldn't be surprised if Jahmyr runs for 140 or 50 yards. I'm being dead serious. Like, I don't think there's any chance in hell he doesn't hit 90, that's for sure. So one of my favorite plays tomorrow. Next, Bijan Robinson, running back. I got him over 90. As you can see, I mean, on the season, he's 50-50 with it anyways. But they're versus the Giants. The Giants have an okay pass defense, but their rushing defense is just fucking horrible. They're 30th in the league in rushing yards allowed. And Bijan Robinson, as you can see, like, he did this versus the Vikings, versus the Raiders, versus the Chargers. And so, I mean, I don't see him struggling with basically the worst in the league in running defense. So Bijan Robinson to have a big day is an easy play for me. And then next, guys, which his line is so disrespectful, possibly the hottest running back in the league right now besides Saquon Barkley, Rico Dowdle. I mean, what the fuck, guys? 86 yards, 112, 131, and 149. And you might be like, okay, but that's versus bad rushing defense. No, he had 75 versus the Falcons, 86 versus the Commanders. The Giants and the Commanders are awful, but Bengals are 20th. Panthers are 32nd. So he's steady running the ball. These are some bottom of the bucket defense. I'm not gonna say like they're great. But he's still, I mean, Jesus, these numbers are ridiculous. 86, 112, 130. He just keeps going the fuck up. He is versus a good rushing defense. Okay. The Buccaneers do not allow a lot of rushing yards per game. That's fine. Still doesn't scare me to take him to get 70 yards with how hot he is right now. And the Cowboys are basically relying on him because they can't do anything in the air. CeeDee Lamb is starting to come alive, but for the most part, they struggle there. So they really try to establish the run game. I know that the Bucs are very good at stopping the run, but like it just doesn't worry me. I think that he comes out here and runs all over. I think he can at least get 70 with the way he's been playing. We'll see though. This is one I'm a little worried about, but I think the line is just way too low, so I'm all over it. Next, Jamar Chase, over 90 receiving yards. Guys, at this point, Jamar Chase is like a fucking cheat code. This is a big rivalry. You got the Cleveland. I'm from Cincinnati. Cleveland's right up the road, guys. This is a big rivalry. These two teams hate each other. You're going to come out here and expect them to put on a show and entertain, guys. This should be a Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow absolute clinic. And again, I mean, the Browns are 24th in the league versus in receiving yards allowed. So you see what he did versus the Ravens. He went for 264. 86 versus Steelers, who are 21st. 177 versus the Cowboys, they're 22nd. Basically, versus bad passing defense, he's absolutely cooking it. And even versus good ones in the Titans, he still put up 94. So Jamar Chase for 90 is just too low. I'm all over this. I like it a lot. Next, Brian Thomas Jr. for his receiving yards. What the fuck is this dude's been on a tear? A holy fucking tear. Now, his line's at 70, and he is actually versus a good wide receiver defense, the Raiders. But lately, they've been awful. Everyone's been cooking them. Doesn't matter who it is or what it is, everybody's cooking them. And the Jets are good versus wide receivers, and he put up 105. The Titans are good versus wide receivers, and he put up 86. The Texans are good versus wide receivers, and he put up 76. So usually this deters me from betting the prop. But in this case, he's cooking all the best passing defenses. So like it really doesn't matter to me. He just keeps finding ways to have big catches and big plays. The Raiders suck. They should. I think that I'm quite sure he gets a big catch. I like him for 70. And then lastly, this is disrespectful. I don't know what's going on here. In fact, I might need to look into it a little bit because it's scaring me. I don't know if there's like a hidden injury. I don't know if Vegas knows something we don't. But Jackson Smith-Njigba is versus the Vikings, who are quite literally the absolute worst in the league at receiving yards allowed, yards to receivers. They are the very worst in football. They give up the most receiving yards, the most big plays, the most blown coverages constantly. And so why is the line priced like this? It doesn't make any sense. Give me 1 second. A big ass spider on the wall. Anyways, my bad, guys. I'm not dirty, I swear. Anyway, so receiving yards, they're 32nd in the league, so I'm all over this play for 60. It makes no fucking sense to me. Go ahead and please give me that. All right, guys. So yeah, those are all the player props. Let's get into the straights and we'll talk about each play or each game. And then I'll get you guys out of here. I'll be posting a bunch of parlays in the Discord. I don't have any right now, guys. It's 4:45 in the morning. As you all know, my kids had a fucking flu. Hopefully it gets resolved. They've had it for 2 days now, and I think there's the flu and strep. I think it's starting to get better, so hopefully tomorrow's good. But we've been up for days. Yeah, sleep schedule's all fucked up. So I don't have the parlays right now. I will before gameplay. They'll be in the Discord. Come join the free link. All right, let's just get into each game and review the slate and talk about them. All right, so first game on the list, you got Rams and the Jets. I decided to fade this one. I think it's weird that the Jets are only catching +3. They suck, man. Like seriously, the Jets are not good. So it's kind of weird to me that they're +3 versus a Rams team who's pretty solid. And they just look pretty decent all around. They don't really have a running game right now, or I'm sorry, yeah, they didn't think of the Chargers. I have no idea why the Jets are only catching 3. But Aaron Rodgers and them have kind of looked okay. I don't like either team. It's just a pass for me. I just don't want to put money on it. This should say Eagles -4. All right, so you got the Eagles and the Commanders. This is another weird one. I don't know why the Eagles are only catching 4. 12-2 on the season versus 9-5 Commanders. The Commanders have absolutely shit the bed versus every good team they saw. Any competent team has beat the Commanders convincingly. The Eagles are unstoppable. I mean, they're a complete force. I don't know who can beat them. There's no way I back the Commanders here. I'm happy to lay 4 with the Eagles. I think they probably blow them out, truthfully. I just don't think the Eagles can be stopped. And on top of that, the Commanders can't stop the run or the pass. Saquon Barkley, they're not going to stop him. They're not going to stop Hurst. Hurst just showed last game that he's very capable of throwing the ball if he wants to. He just don't need to. Eagles by 4. Browns and the Bengals. Give me the Bengals -9 happily. The Browns are fucking awful, and they pulled our boy James and Winston. I don't know why they did that. I get it. He was throwing too many interceptions. Okay. But he was bringing in fans, he was bringing in attention, he was bringing in money, and he was entertaining to watch. And frankly, he won them a lot of games. I'd rather watch him play and have more faith in him than anybody else. So I don't know why they did this, but they're going to be in shambles. Even though the Bengals are awful, they're going to be in shambles. Give me the Bengals by convincingly. I'm happy to lay 9 versus a Browns team with a fresh quarterback again, who's terrible. Lions and the Bears. Give me the Lions -6.5. Again, this is one I was happy to lay. The Lions are 12-2. The Bears are 4-10. The Bears can absolutely not stop the run. You have the worst rushing defense in the league versus one of the best passing teams in all of football. It's just a terrible matchup for the Bears in every way, shape, or form. There's no chance they stay in this game. Give me the Lions by a touchdown. Cardinals and the Panthers. I chose to fade this one. Don't like either team. I think I do think that if the Cardinals run the ball, if James Conner gets going, they win convincingly. But if so, he's had these really great games where he's just unstoppable. Then he has these games where he doesn't do shit. And the Panthers have, for some odd reason, just been hanging with like really good teams. So they have a tough schedule, and they've been hanging with all the best teams in the league, like close games, making you think they might upset them. So now you're versus a Cardinals team. This probably gonna feel like a fucking warm up compared to what they've been doing. And because of that, I can't call it. I think it could go either way. I'm fading. Giants and Falcons by 9. I was a little hesitant to lay 9, I'll be honest. Because I don't know that the Falcons are that damn good, and I don't know that the Giants are that damn bad. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, nah, the Giants are that fucking bad. They're terrible. Giants are just so bad. They are just not even kind of good. I can't put money. I'm happy to fade the Giants any chance I get. Give me the Falcons -9. I've lost all faith in them. They're 2-12. They want a tank. They need a good pick next year. They don't even want to win the fucking game. I don't see how they stop Bijan Robinson. I don't see. I don't know. The only and the Falcons got that new rookie quarterback coming in. I think he's gonna be a dog. So this is a bit of a gamble. If you don't want to tail this dog, Kirk Cousins not starting. They're starting that new guy. He was a fucking unbelievable in college. Shit, can't think of his name right now. But he was unbelievable in college. He like a dog. And I know he's excited to play. I saw social media, so I think he has a huge day. It'd be fun. I hope he does. Let me see what they got. I didn't even look at his passing props. I wasn't gonna touch him because I might touch him on a lotto parlay, but they got his passing yards at. They not even have it out yet. What the fuck? Damn, hold on, guys. I have to see if they have his passing yard prop out. Surely they do, right? Let's see. Giants, Falcons. My bad, y'all. I know I was going really well paced, and now I'm doing this shit. But I have to know if they put out his damn passing line. I don't even see it. Oh, Falcons, Giants. Here we go. This is gonna help me. Let's see here. Michael Penix Jr. They got him at 220. God damn. He ain't even played a fucking professional game. They got him at 220. Jesus. And the Giants passing defense is not bad. That's a little crazy. I'm not gonna bet nothing. You can't get no money there. I'm probably actually gonna play his under because look, I think he does great, yes, but that the Giants pass defense. Expect me to play his under as an official play. In fact, I'm gonna. Yeah. Anyways, but Falcons by 9. Titans and the Colts, guys. I actually chose to fade this one as well. I think the teams are pretty even, truthfully. The Colts haven't looked good. The Titans have actually looked okay. They've had some competitive games. The Colts can't beat anyone competent. The question is, are the Titans competent? I don't know. 3-11 says otherwise, but I do think that the Colts win, but I could really see, like, I think the line's just too good. It's at 3.5. I think if they do win, it is probably by a field goal, and they might cover. But the Titans can ball, man. Their defense is really good, and I don't know if the Colts can keep up with how good their defense is. So I'm just gonna fade out like teams and not putting money on it. Vikings and the Seahawks. This is another one where at first I was like, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna lay the 3 with the Vikings. Like, don't even overthink it. Just go ahead and take the Vikings and lay 3, right? The problem is, man, the Vikings are so bad versus the pass, and Geno Smith. You know what? I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play the Vikings by 3. Vikings by 3, -105. So I was hesitant to lock this. I did end up locking it. It's a final play. The reason I was hesitant at first was because I think Geno Smith and Jackson Smith need to just go crazy, and I worry that the Vikings can't stop him. But he's shown us, time and time again that they're just not a good team. The Vikings, though, as much as you want to hate them, they're 12-2 and they're balling. They're up there with the Eagles and the Colts and the Lions. Like, they're really like up there with them. So I'm just gonna go with the better team. I'm gonna not overthink it. It's the Vikings, who are 12-2, versus the Seahawks, who's 8-6 and haven't looked good. Give me the Vikings by 3. Jags and the Raiders. I chose to stay away from this one. If I actually had to pick a side, though, I would go with the Jags plus 2.5. But I thought like 2.5 is just so low. I do think the Jags are actually a little bit better. The game as a whole, I'm excited to see what happens because these teams are just so shit. I literally can't even call it. I don't know how you cap this. It's a fade. Patriots and the Bills. You gotta lay 14 points. I just don't like laying that many points. I don't do it in basketball. I'm not doing it in football, so it's a fade. 49ers and the Dolphins. Faded this one as well because it's not just, it always seems like the late games are fades, but I think TV puts the late games intentionally because they're always like just shit. But 49ers and the Dolphins, like, they're both 6-8. These two teams are completely even. The spread's -2. Like, just pick one. You don't know who's gonna win this. There's no way to cap this. You can't put money on it. This is two completely even teams. So because of that, I stayed away from it. It's just a straight up fade for me. I literally don't know who wins it. It'll be fun to watch, but I have no idea. And then the last game of the day, the Bucks and the Cowboys. I'm on the Bucks -4.5. I may get off of this play, but I doubt it. The reason why I ended up locking this, because at first I was going to fade. I was like, there's just no way to tell. I can't cap it. But truth be told, the Bucks are 8-6. The Cowboys are 6-8. The Cowboys have looked awful all season, though they are starting to look decent, but the Bucks have consistently looked decent. And the Bucks are 5th in the league at stopping the run. So I know I have the prop for Dowdle to get his yards because I can't in good faith not take that when he's gone over. He's just gone from like 100 to 150 his last 4 or 5 games. I'm not going to not bet him to get 70. Okay. That said, if they do hold him to 70 or 80, I think the Bucks win. I think if Dowdle cannot, or if they fall behind and they're just not able to keep running the ball, which versus the Bucks and Baker, you're very likely to fall behind. I just think the game could get out of hand. So you got a better team and a defense that counters their only strong suit, which is the run. So because of that, instead of overthinking, better team, good defense versus the only thing that they can do is a Bucks -4.5 spot for me. That's where I'm at. Okay, guys. So final plays are right here as listed. Eagles -4 in the Eagles and Commanders game. Browns and Bengals. Give me the Bengals -9 and Jamar Chase at 90 receiving. Lions and Bears. Give me the Lions by a touchdown with Jahmyr Gibbs getting all the workload at 90 rushing yards. Giants and the Falcons. I'm on the Falcons by 9 to kill these bum-ass Giants and Bijan Robinson to run for 90. Vikings and Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba for 60 receiving yards versus the very worst defense versus receiving yards in the league. Jags and the Raiders. I'm on Brian Thomas Jr. for 70, who continues to hit this consistently each week lately. The last 5 weeks, he's smoked it. And in the last game, I'm on the Bucks and the Cowboys. I'm on the Bucks -4.5 and -105. That's all the plays, guys. Parlays will be in the Discord. Let's get out here. Let's have a great Sunday as we have every week of this damn season. And let's absolutely crack these folks. Parlays will be in the Discord.